And that means we can like automatically butcher some of the items, not items, some of the creatures around here. Well, for example, there we got extra 2 pieces of goat meat. And I think it's time to head back to the town. You're lost again. But we immediately got our bearings back because we know what this area is. So if you, like, here's the thing, if you want to sort of avoid getting lost, it's sometimes a good idea to sort of follow a certain path between certain areas. That way there's a chance that you might immediately recognize your, where you are because you've traveled through that square already. There we go, we're back and we can, let's first trade our stuff away and then we're going to wrap up the quest. So I would like to sell you these gloves, these overalls, the cloak, the cap, the artifact that we broke like absolute idiots. And all of these things I do wish to sell. I don't want to sell any of the wire. No, here's the thing. We could sell just one of these shotguns, and I'm going to sell the bloody one. It doesn't matter which one I sell, I just prefer the clean one. I could also, actually, even if I sell this shield, like, Tam is not going to give anything for it because it sucks. Because it's rusted and awful. Oh, that engraved beaded bracelet actually is worth a lot. We might actually want to take a look at that before we throw it away. And as you can see, we have better prices now because we got an extra point of ego. We could actually, with all of this, we could buy ourselves plate mail. That would mean basically no dodging anymore. And the defense is like up by a single point, so that not necessarily worth it right now. It would really hamper people from like attacking us though, and that might actually be a good idea considering we just lost our shield. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some shotgun shells. Because we might be able to make use of that shotgun. And is there anything else that I want from here? Rubber gum injector, not really interested. Maybe another artifact, but we would have to identify. Now that I know that my intelligence is too low, we might actually end up breaking them. But I think we're probably not going to get, like, right now we are selling stuff for like 150 drams and this guy only has 70 drams to give. So, like, might as well make it a decent trade by getting some artifacts, which are probably going to be like, they're probably going to be grenades. And this guy doesn't even have any food, which is annoying, but what can you do? So we made some money from that. We now have a couple of artifacts at our disposal, and the next time we get a level up with attribute points, where I didn't mean to walk out of the town, really didn't. The next time we get a level up with an attribute point, we're going to have to put that towards smartiness. Yes, wire, beautiful wire. Oh, before I forget or cease to care, I repaired an old recoiler for you. Use it whenever you wish to return to Yopa quickly. Now give me a few minutes alone to attach the wire. That's 500 EXP. And I also get the Yopa recoiler. I think the recoiler basically allows us to travel back to Yopa. And so we can get another quest from this guy. It's working, genius! They said it couldn't be done. They said I was mad. They were all... What's this? What is that? Wait, it's repeating itself. Apprentice, come here! Something very strange has happened. The conduit is picking up a signal, some sort of repeating transmission. I cannot decipher it, however. I lack the crypto gold eggs, and, well, never you mind. I have a great task for you, my apprentice. Do you accept it? Can I know what it is first? Very well, you must seek out Barthrom the Old. He is the eldest and wisest thinker alive. He lives with his followers in the Barathromites in the cavern called Gritgate to the northeast, among the ruins of Cod. He will know what to make of the signal. Who are these guys then? They are disciples of Barathrom. Mostly they are Urshib, like their mentor, mutants albino cave bears, with quills to boot. 1,000 years ago, Barthrom and his kin crossed the Homs Delta into the heart of Cod. He has spent centuries fiddling with the tokens of antiquity in his underground workshops. If he cannot decipher the signal, no one can. I accept the task. Splendid, apprentice, splendid. I've recorded the signal onto this disc. You'll need to guard it with your life, I'm afraid. Also, I'll need to rig up a droid scrambler for you. The Barathromites have programmed several way droids to guard the approach to Great Gate. With the scrambler, you'll have no need to worry about them. Wait here. There you go, now off with you. May you live long enough to do my bidding. Away, away. Sure thing. A canticle for Barthrom. That's the next piece of Argive's quest line that we can do. And we have actually, I pointed this out on the map earlier. But the Grid Gate is right here. And the Grid Gate is about as far as I've made it in the game. But we're definitely, hopefully, going to make it there. So that we can actually do at least this part of the quest. But the Grid Gate is a little ways away. So I think the next part of our little questing adventure thing might be actually to head to Red Rock. Actually, before we go to Red Rock, I think I might want to go to the Arboreta. Because the Arboreta, just visiting it completes a quest which gives us experience. So, and taking all the experience we can before we head out to the Red Rock is a good idea. So let's do that. Apparently we're lost, but we instantly recognize where we are. You can also sort of avoid getting lost by equipping certain items, and you can also get a skill that basically reduces the chance of getting lost. But yeah, let's go to the Arboreta of Ekobokish. Yeah, finish the step. And completed it. This place, I think, said... they said that this place has robots. That's a glowfish. That's not a robot. What is that? Okay, that's a Glowbat and a member of the cult of Uram. Okay, let's destroy it. That should be fairly easy. And that's a prickler. So basically, I think this is going to have a cult of some kind here. Because this is like a holy site-ish. But this is good. These things right here are... these are bookcases. And books are one of the easiest ways to make money. If you can just find a whole bunch of them. Which is what we have found right here. So these are also random. We can still read them. If you wish to read them. I will allow you to read them. But most of these are actually more or less nonsensical. I think they sort of make sense, but they are randomly generated, so, you know. I'll let you guys check it out, but I'm not going to promise you that there is a whole lot of stuff here for you to actually figure out. Let's take a look at another book. And finally the console of the shot. There we go. Yeah, like I said, we didn't get any info out of this, so I think that just indicates that these are basically... Oh! That is... a diplomacy droid. I think they are not... That droid is probably not approaching me to conduct diplomacy. Yeah, indeed not. And a couple of leeches. We may have actually bit off... Yeah, well, these are still easy droids and I still have all of my healing equipment. But let's be really careful because droids can be kinda strong. And we are still level 5. So let's be very, very careful. Because one of the worst things we can do is like run into a whole bunch of actual proper way droids and just get utterly annihilated by them. Which is a real possibility, and it's also one that I would really like to avoid. Okay, let's take a look if we can get into this, whatever this dome thing here is. What just happened? Did we just sort of get transported from one place to another? Yeah, these leeches are not too bad. Should be able to deal with these guys fairly easily. As long as it's just leeches. And those diplomacy droids. But if it's anything better than diplomacy droids, then... don't know. There's an underground area to this, and I think probably all of these are probably going to have some kind of an underground area as well. Okay, let's take a look at what the hell this thing is. Oh, that's the doorway, by the way. Rather than spend its energy growing resilient to trampling, this grass takes a more offensive approach to groundskeeping. So basically it transported me because I stepped on it. This kind of looks like a... Oh, this is actually decent. Let's harvest some stuff from here. So this looks like a bit of a garden. Which is actually good, because if that means if we are, you know, around this area and need to get some shelter and, you know, food, we can just get here. Shrine to Uram, the Dukish Sorrow. In 507, Uram pillaged all of prison precinct Dukish, shattering all the glass in the homes of newly sentient beings and birds. She became known as the Dukish Sorrow. So, good stuff, I guess. And we have a couple of extra books. I think after we've looked at these ones, I think I'm not going to read them anymore. Because, like I said, these are pretty much nonsense. I have never really gotten anything out of this. I mean, I suppose if you really get invested into the lore here, then maybe it's something for you. But yeah, I've never really I've read. Wait, this might actually have something. Their positions. Now, one thing I noticed was the mention of 2 parasangs and Red Rock. Which I hit somewhere west of Red Rock, about 2 parasangs. I may reward you. I mean, that might be a piece of advice, or it might be just nonsense, once again. But I know where that is. I know where Red Rock is, and 2 parasangs west is fairly simple. But let's see if that actually means anything, because it might not. Like I said, it's sometimes fairly nonsensical. Some of those sentences are kind of just all over the place. But we can easily check that out, actually, if we want to. Yep, lost and recognize. Good. 2 parasangs west would be... This is a little bit annoying. Well, I think I know more or less where I am. So if we keep walking in this direction, we should be 2 parasangs west of Red Rock. More or less. So let me just keep exploring a little bit. The problem is, right now I'm walking towards an area that I don't know, so I'm not going to like automatically regain my... Yeah, there's actually something here. I see tiles. There's a bridge. Someone has been building bridges. You regain your bearings. Let's see where I am, actually. I am somewhere, and there seems to be a path. Let's see if this path leads anywhere. It might not. But it would seem that there is a... Oh, there is a staircase down. I am a little bit curious. But this might be just something completely horrible. Okay, this doesn't look too good. I am going to have to equip a torch to actually see. That's a bat. It's a bat that doesn't care. And that's an amoeba that I'm fighting, and it has exploded into a whole bunch of goo. Let's see if we can actually find anything. I think the book may have indicated that there is a dungeon here, or it might have been just coincidence. I think the idea generally is that the... So what is that? It's a Girschling. We can take it. I would be a little bit more happy if I could, like, have my shield back, but I cannot. Oh, there's a snapjaw. So maybe next time I will scan the books a little bit better. But the annoying thing is that even that book didn't actually tell us that, yes, there should be something in there. It was kind of like... Yeah, there might be something there, but it didn't give me any kind of a journal marking or anything. Which makes me really, like, question whether this is just a random coincidence or not. Okay, these guys are all friendly. There's basically a whole bunch of seed-spitting vine. These things are a little bit annoying, but they do very little damage. Yeah, these things... So far, nothing too... like, difficult here. So this might actually be a decent enough dungeon to actually explore. Plus we have plenty of friendlies here. These guys are... Okay, never mind, this is Burluov. We might be able to throw a grenade in there, but this might also very much be our death. Are all of these guys like... No, these guys are just bloody. Okay, here's a thing that I might want to do. This is a little bit risky because... Actually, do I want to do this? Not necessarily. Ah, shit. Trying to get around the goop and it's kind of causing trouble. Also, those cobwebs are now on fire. Okay, I think I may need to just turn and fight, honestly. I wish... like, I was considering throwing a grenade, but considering the guy is right next to me... Actually... One thing we can do, we are in short range. it does require me to reload, but... yes! We killed him! Okay, I think the shotgun may have helped, actually. Okay, there's a whole bunch of these guys here. Oh, okay. It seems that they don't like me a whole lot, and because I was being a little bit... I didn't pay attention. They basically got a bit of a drop on me. These are still scavengers. Oh, the dragonflies are now after me because I accidentally shot them. That's what happened there. Yeah, the dragonflies got mad because I shot one of them, and they were neutral thus far, but now they obviously kind of hate me because I killed one of their own. And that happened with the shotgun. Luckily, that seems to also do a decent cone of damage. Okay, yeah, well, that didn't go too bad. Leather moccasins, not interested. And I would really like to stand... I cannot stand... oh, there we go. Now there's nothing here. That actually was pretty decent. We managed to kill off one of the named characters, which are just like in, if you watched my Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup stuff. Named enemies are always the spooky, scary ones. Albino ape pelts. Really? I can eat them. I guess I can like pick those up and carry them back to base. Maybe sell them. I mean, they are pelts. They should, you know, should be worth something. Okay, that salamander does not mind me, and the bat doesn't mind me. So that's good. Guessing like someone carrying too much to move. I guess those pelts are really worth something, are they? Okay, maybe drop the shawls or something. Do I actually have any? Yeah, I might drop the pelts. Actually, I have never seen a pelt before. Right now, 41 pounds of my stuff is my water. That's 5. It's the... yeah, these are corpses. That's... yeah, okay. Let's drop all of these. They weigh too much to be worth anything. Yay! The salamanders are actually attacking the dragonflies. And apparently there's a bear here, and I'm stuck in the cobweb. That's bear meat. And all of this is salty water. If you can actually find like freshwater puddles, and you can actually use them for money. Okay, are you mad? No. I guess it was just that group of them. There's a baboon here, though. Bones. Still waiting for that treasure. Okay, I think the dragonflies have forgiven me. But yeah, the dungeon might continue up here. Kinda. I think we found an underground fungus forest. Okay, yeah, this shotgun actually does a lot of damage. It's really cool. You spot a water weep. Okay, let's just hope that I don't get like over. Okay, that fungus doesn't like me being there. I can kill this particular... Wait, what am I even attacking? Fungus-ridden... Oh, it's a fungus-ridden electrofuge. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm taking damage from the spores. Let's back off. Don't want to fight not that close to the mushrooms. Fungi have nasty spores. Don't underestimate them. Wag's flab. What are these? Wag's weeping fungus has encased the appendage in a loosened cast. Body heat melts the innermost layer and a thick waxy milk sloshes against its hardened prison. So apparently if I wear this, I will have extra reputation with fungi. Oh, it's a weapon. It's a cudgel. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I necessarily want to be a friend with the fungi. I slip on the slime. Come on. I want this there's a piece of... Yeah, there we go. There's a piece... Ah, damn it. It didn't allow me... It didn't auto pick up it. There we go. Now it's mine. Yeah, there are a whole bunch of mushrooms around here. And that is actually a pool of... yeah, that's the water weep. Its leafy lobes flush and dampen with liquid. So I think that might be a mushroom that... select an item. Yeah, I want all of this. It's fresh water, god. Come on, man. The plant gives no indication of understanding. Live and drink. Live and drink, I tell you. Yes, I do want all of this, though. This is free money. Come on, man. I'm just going to fill up my water skins with as much of this money as I can. As much of this money as I can. Well, I mean, I'm not wrong. Okay, you know what? You're annoying me. Okay, never mind. That thing is deadly as hell. I don't want to pick a fight with that. Let's escape into the more sane parts of the dungeon. I'm going to take cover here and just wait. Your skin itches. The fungus-ridden snapshot scavenger's feet spews a cloud of spores. Where's this happening? Hopefully not anywhere close. Yeah, I think the mushrooms have, or the fungi rather, have sort of infested that part of the dungeon a little bit too much for my liking. So we are going to try another part of the dungeon. Because all of those enemies seem to like be more or less infested, which means that they all have this nasty ability of just throwing spores all over the place. Someone really wants to message me right now. Up. Giant centipede. You can also eat corpses. Oh, I was bleeding apparently. But I took like 0 damage from it, which is weird. But that does remind me that I should probably get my healing skills up. Also, this here is Oh Boob. Snapjaw Gut Spiller. You know what? I will try to shoot at you. Also, I want that thing on it. Need to reload. There we go. Your reputation with the Gers changed. Apparently, the Gers hated this guy. Oh! But this guy has a canteen! And he was using a mace. A bronze mace. To fight me.